My favorite time of Friday. Some huge movie releases this week. Top Gun is back in theaters after 36 years. What's happening here? And if you love Bob's Burgers on TV, you'll definitely be very excited for the series' first film. And we've got a biopic about the life of a wartime poet. So let's get right into it. 2 words, Top Gun. Give it to me. What do you think?
Listen. Top Gun is not just a movie.
No.
Okay, Top Gun Maverick, it is an event.
It is an event.
It is a mission statement.
It is an experience.
It is an experience. It is a movie that, listen, like it's a movie that, of course it has all the fan service and all the nostalgic callbacks to the original movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie that, the opening shots are literally almost a shot-by-shot remake. You're gonna hear that Kenny Loggins tune sneak in there a couple times.
The beach scene?
Sorry?
The beach scene?
There is a beach scene with topless men, including Tom Cruise, who's pushing 60, but somehow has
that's
abs of
so
steel.
not what I was referring to. I just wanted to make sure that there were real nods to the original.
No. Well, here's the thing. There's real abs. There's real steel.
They're not painted on.
They're not painted on, and that's the thing. That's when I say this movie's a mission statement. This is a movie where Tom Cruise is planting a flag for analog movie making. He's like, enough with the ugly CGI green screen stuff. Let's do this for real. Let's get up in a real fighter jet. Let's get IMAX cameras pointed at the people and feel that. Let's feel the visceral nature of it. Let's feel that G-force. And that's a huge thing for this movie because this is a movie that is very aware of the movie economy it's in. It's very aware that every movie nowadays is made on a computer.
Yeah.
And so, one of the characters in this movie, an admiral played by Ed Harris, he turns to Tom Cruise and he's like, "Your kind is going extinct," because he wants to replace pilots with drone pilots, right? He essentially wants to replace humans with computers. And he's not just talking about Tom Cruise.
No.
Not just talking about Tom Cruise as the character. He's talking about Hollywood movie making. He's talking about your type of movie making is going extinct, where you use real people.
Wow.
And so this movie is defying that, and it's like, no, we're doing this for real. And that's why it's an event. We gotta go see it in theaters.
And do you feel like it really lives up to all the hype? Because I feel like there was a lot of hype, and sometimes I get nervous when there's so much hype, and then you see it, and then you feel a little bit let down. Like, does it live up to the hype?
Absolutely. I think, first of all, this set the bar way high, and I can't imagine another summer movie that's going to live up to this.
Oh.
And
you're setting the bar high on that.
Well,
Damn.
And also, in terms of hype, like, people base that hype off the original Top Gun. Top Gun was not a good movie.
Right.
Okay? This movie soars past that original, so I think your expectations...
And who should watch this?
So, I mean, if you loved, let's say the original, Skyfall, which I think grappled with Bond's legacy in a way that this one grapples with the Top Gun legacy. I think it's similar. And also, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. If you love, this also dangles Tom Cruise from the sky and gives you that kind of visceral thrill. So if you love those, I'm sure you'll love Top Gun.
Okay, I love both of those, so I'm definitely gonna, definitely watching this. Like, it's gonna be a repeat. Bob's Burgers made its way from sitcom to the big screen. So how does this compare to that? Like, what's going on here?
Well, so I've never actually watched the Bob Burgers TV show, like after my time and whatnot. And so this is an introduction to me, and I really dug this movie. Like,
really?
This show, yeah, because it's like, like the anime. Obviously, this reminded me of The Simpsons, right? Simpsons, Family Guy, same kind of house style animation and stuff like that. Similar kind of sardonic humor and stuff. But there's a real affection for these characters that took me by surprise. Like, I really fell in love with them. This is a movie about, family that owns a restaurant near Santa Monica Pier. They end up in a murder mystery. So you get like a kind of movie-sized plot, but you still feel like this movie plays to the low-key charms of these characters and their dynamic. And it just has an affection for these characters that I didn't feel in like Simpsons movies or even in shows like Family Guy, and that's why I really fell in love with these characters in this movie.
Do you think kids would like this too?
Oh, sure, yeah. Absolutely. I think it plays that sweet spot where like
sometimes Simpsons, it's questionable, right? Some of those jokes, you're like, I don't know if my kid should be watching this.
Depends on the kind of parent you are, right?
That is very true. Whether you're cool or whether you're strict. Who should watch this?
Listen, I think if you enjoy, as a family, if you enjoyed The Croods, this hits this kind of family the fun sweet spot there. And also,
I like The Croods.
Moonrise Kingdom.
The Croods are cute.
Yeah, like, so I mean, the adults who enjoyed Moonrise Kingdom and felt like that brought their childhood out, then, you'd probably like Bob's Burgers too.
I love the sloth and the Croods. That's my vibe right there. That's my spirit animal, by the way.
Croods is surprisingly good.
Yeah, it is surprisingly good. It really really quickly, Benediction. What is this about?
Benediction is a biopic on a First World War era poet named Siegfried Sassoon. And, so it's about the trauma he endured during war. It's about how he ended up going to a psych ward for speaking out during the war. And it's also about him as a gay man navigating love life, while being in the closet. And look, you've seen period pieces of this era many times before.
Yeah.
The beauty of this is how it's told. It really feels like it's you're reading a novel because, I mean, the source material, it's about a wartime poet. And also the director, he's a visual poet, Terrence Davies. He's a guy who really makes the page jump out, makes you feel like you're actually flipping the page while you're reading reading this, and there's just a real beauty to this.
I can imagine it being very beautiful. Rad, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for having me.
Have a fabulous weekend. Stay dry out there, although you don't have any hair to worry about.
I will see you at the IMAX theater.
Yes, you will.
Top Gun.
Okay, yes, you will. You're going to watch it again?
I probably will, yeah.
You probably will.
I mean, what else am I going to do this weekend?
It's going to be nice. You obviously have not been listening to my forecast. Anyways, thank you, Rad.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.